Today's spooktacular spot, why we're having a look at the Funko ReAction Dracula 3 3/4 inch fully posable action figure depicting Bela Lugosi as the very famous Dracula. As you can see, the packaging is quite fun as well. A black and white motif. There's Dracula peering around the corner of a wall. He's like, oh, that throat looks mighty juicy. It is also from the Universal Studios, home of the original Universal Monsters as well. Recommend for ages 14 and up, as it does have a choking hazard, may contain small parts. I don't think Dracula here has any sort of accessories, but we will find out when we open him up. On the back of the package, some of the other figures available from the Universal Monsters ReAction line. There's Dracula. There is Creature from the Black Lagoon, Phantom of the Opera, The Mummy, Frankenstein's Monster, Bride of Frankenstein, The Wolfman, and The Invisible Man. Start your own collection of sturdy plastic posable figures, each measuring 3.5 to 4 inches tall and ready for adventure. The biggest fright of all is the fact that these have been around for a while, but Spot has decided he wanted to keep it for Halloween. And that's why we are here right now. With that being said, Spot's going to take a terrifying break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we can get a better look at Dracula. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With Dracula out of his coffin, let's get a better look at the figure. He does not come with any sort of accessories. He does not come with holy water. He does not come with a cross. Or he does not come with a stake. Steak would be so good right now. What you see, though, is essentially what you get. And what you get, though, is a fun little, super stylized retro action figure of everybody's favorite Count. The figure itself does come with what appears to be some sort of cloak / cape. It is unlike, well, I guess it's similar to like the old Star Wars figures from Kenner. It's a soft kind of plastic cape, similar to what like Obi-Wan Kenobi would have had. I think Darth Vader also had it as well. I like that. You could theoretically you could remove it, but I won't want to do that. I think the Count would be a little cold. And yeah, he's just a fun little figure. He's all mostly black, with the black suit. He's got his little amulet going on there and his white shirt and vest. Let's get a better look at his face. Whoa! There's his face right there. Old Dracula. Yes, I know it doesn't quite match up. Doesn't stack up to some of the newer figures that we see nowadays. But that's okay. These are ReAction figures, so these gear themselves more towards releasing retro figures, kind of like the stuff that your dad, or even myself, because I'm old, would have collected as a kid. I think, though, despite the fact that it is a retro figure, the face is pretty cool. I think you can almost make out there's some fangs in there. Thank you very much. His skin is off flesh colored, more like almost like a grayish white. All again, screaming Count. Ah! Screaming Count. Not this Count is screaming, but in the way of his articulation, his posability, his head does rotate. His arms do rotate. And finally, you guessed it, his legs also rotate. This is soft enough, although I don't feel like if you were having him sitting in a coffin or in his roadster, I don't know, after a while this little cape might get a little more warped. So you might have to take scare and be a little more aware that, yeah, this doesn't have as much flexibility to it as perhaps his legs. A fun little figure. Nice little piece that we'll be putting out every Halloween. Today's spooktacular spot. Ha ha ha! We were having a look at the Funko Universal Studios ReAction Dracula. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more spooktacular spots heading to you this month of October. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.